What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a good one. Welcome to a new video. Let's thank the Lord for another day and let's get started. So I'm Odie, and today I got some Path of Exile 2 for you. So today I got some tips that are going to help you out tremendously in Path of Exile 2. Been having a lot of fun with this game. I hope you are too. But hey, I hope you like it. If you do, you know what to do, baby. Drop some thumbs. Hit that like button. It would really help me out. And hey, come subscribe. Come join the Odie Nation. I'd love to have you guys. Peace out, baby. Yeah. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today we got some Path of Exile 2 for you. We're going to get into some tips that will help you along your journey and make it easier for you to get a little farther into this game. But hey, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, so tip number one, and this is going to be for new players or even pro players that's been playing Path of Exile for a long time. It is going to be follow a build guide. Make sure you look up a build guide and get some ideas on what kind of character, what kind of skills you're wanting to use before you go into this. Because going in blind is just going to hurt you, and it's very, I ain't going to say it's impossible, because you can do it. I've done it multiple times, but the key, it is so essential to follow a build guide. It helps tremendously. All right, so tip number 2 is going to have to do with your skills, and it's going to be when you go to add a support gem. All right, for me on Xbox, it gives you these right here. This is what you get when you go to add something. This is just the recommendations, okay? If you look at the very bottom, it says X, show all. So make sure you hit this, and it will show you all your gems. Okay, so remember that. Recommended, available. Recommended, available. So you're not going to get to see all of your options unless you show, unless you take off the show recommendations. But with that being said, these that are recommended, they're recommended for a reason. So just keep that in mind. Some of these may be the best for whatever skill you're going to be using. All right, tip number 3 is going to be your vendors. Every time you level up, the vendors' items will change.
Need a guide?
Now, I have picked multiple items out of here that has upgraded me on the road to where I'm at now. So do not sleep on your vendors. There will be some powerful items in here. Now, another thing, let's say this item is just amazing, but it's not for my build, okay? If it's amazing, buy it, put it on the market to trade, and you might get an Exalt or a Divine out of it. You know what I'm saying? So keep your eye on these vendors. There are some great items in here for your build and to sell later. Watch your vendors. All right, guys, tip number 4. On PC, it's kind of obvious to use the trade website, just like Path of Exile 1. On Xbox, you can go into your menu and go to the trade site or whatever, and it would let you trade through that. But now, for me, on Xbox, I have to use the website also. So now you will go to a separate website for Path of Exile 2 trading to be able to trade something. All right, everybody, so you come to this website. I will link it in the description, but you come to the Path of Exile website. Make sure you're on Path of Exile 2, and then make sure you sign in. So once you log in, go to your trade, and now right here you can search any item to buy through the game. All right, so we are gonna do this. We are looking for a new ring, so we're gonna go ahead and just go through this with you. All right, so you go through and you'll see ring, and then we're gonna go rare, max. I think I am level. We are level 66 right now, so we don't want to go no higher than that. We're going to add some stat filters. I need cold, and I need chaos res. All right, now, so from here, you just make it to what you need, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to go search. Now, it will automatically bring up all available items with the 2 modifiers that you searched for, okay? So here's one, 4 and 11. They're just R1 and R2, so that's not too good. Here's a 4 and a 2. We're looking at the strength of the roll. 3, 6. That one, very good. 5 to 8 cold. Not really. All right, cast speed, more damage. Don't play with fire as much. All right, guys, so once you find the item you want, all you have to do is direct whisper them. All right, now before I click this, I'm going to swap back over to game view. That way you can see what happens when we click this. So we'll swap back over to our game. All right, now I'm going to hit the direct whisper button, and you'll see it. It automatically does it through the game. Right there. It showed it already. To Sim, want to buy your stuff. Pretty simple, guys. Very easy. Now, he already sent me. Just accept. Now I'm going to go. Yeah, we'll go to him. Which one was it? Sim. All right, we'll go to Sim. Warp to player. Now we trade. Oh. Accept the trade. We want to unstack these. Oh, yes. Nope. All right. Make sure it's your ring, and then just hit A, and it accepts the trade, and now you're done. Now you leave party and just go back to where you were. You know what I'm saying? It's easy, easy, baby. Now, coming from Path of Exile 1, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, for me, I like this so much. It is so much easier to get the stats you want on the items, and it has helped me out tremendously. I don't know how much time I spent on PoE 1 searching through just all the different items without being able to, pinpoint 2 or 3 traits like this does. And I love it. All right, tip number 5 is going to be towards beginning of the game. So as you get to a late game, this won't apply as much. But use your currency as you get it. Don't just sit on currency thinking, use it. There are so many, currency is how you upgrade your gear. Whether it be from blue to yellow, from, or adding modifiers, make sure you use your currency immediately. As soon as you get something, if you've got something to use it on, use it. Use your currency as you get it. Don't be a hoarder.
Hey, boss.
Now, guys, I say use your currency as you get it. For me, I have used so many exalts upgrading my own gear, but I would highly recommend you use your exalts for the trade website, which is what I just did for that ring, and not have to gamble with your exalt and get a modifier that you might not have wanted. So it's more valuable to use this exalt in the trade website than it is to use it on your items. But I wouldn't push you away from, gambling every once in a while. All right, tip number 6.
Hey,
Tip
boss.
number 6
Stop
is
fooling
going to
around.
be resistances, guys. As you can see, this guy is capped across the board. I need a little bit more chaos, and then we'll be doing even better. But I highly recommend you get these at 75 as soon as possible. These are detrimental to your life. 75 is capped, but you can get keystones and other gear that will raise it above 75. So resistances are essential. All right, tip number 7 is going to be use your portal a whole lot more than you think you should. And what I mean by that is, like, if you look right now, I'm out of mana potions. So use a portal, go back to town 3 hours later. All right. Come to the well and replenish them. Now my mana's back up. See, I'm back up to 7. So don't forget to be coming back to town and using this well to not only restack your potions, but also to restack your charm charges. Okay? All right, so that tip is going to go in with tip number 8. And that is going to be to try to get flasks that have a chance to gain a charge when you kill an enemy. That way, as far as your mana flask and your life flask, as long as you have that on there, you'll never have to go back to town to refill your flask charges. Gain a charge when you kill an enemy is so great. You never run out of potions. Never. But still come back and recharge your charm. All right, tip number 9 is going to be make sure you clear the areas and get all the points of interest in all the different maps. At the very bottom, it says inspect points of interest. If I click in the right stick, well, if you click that in, it's going to show you all these. These are like little vendors, more chances at better loot. So you can check them every level if you want to. But the tip is going to be make sure you clear these. Make sure they're grayed out. If you see this one that's white, I haven't finished it yet. I haven't beat this boss yet. This one's grayed out. That means I have. So the tip is to make sure you go back all through these acts and make sure you gray out every boss. That means you're going to do everything. Now the camps will not gray out because they're just vendors, but you can hit them every level for different items, different chances at better loot. It is very important you clear these out as you go. For example, this one right here gives you plus 40 to spirit. This one gives you 2 passive skill points. These are amazing, guys. Some of these give you fire resistance, lightning resistance. These are essential to your growth. So make sure you're knocking all these bosses out. Now, if you get to a boss where you can't beat him and you're just having trouble, move forward. Pass it up for a little bit. And then when you get stronger, come back and slap that dude. Once you finish the game, make sure you go back and clear all the bosses or events that you have not done. All right, tip number 10. I know this one's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but it's going to cost you a little bit of cashola. Now, I ain't going to say this is essential. You have to have these, but when it comes, just management of your inventory alone, this is hands down the best thing you can do for this game. And I am talking about stash tabs. If you are in early access, it came with 300 or more points, depending on what package you bought. With those points, I would highly suggest you use them on extra stash tabs. So if you go into your menu, you can go to the microtransaction shop. Let's just go to the shop. Now right here, the very first one is stash tabs. Guys, I cannot stress how important it is to have some of these, including the premium stash tabs. Let me tell you a secret about these premium stash tabs. You have to have them if you want to trade on the Xbox, okay? Because your regular stash tabs that you start with, you can't sell out of them. So if you put an item in there and you're like, yeah, I want to sell it, well, guess what? If it ain't a premium stash tab, nobody's going to see it, nobody's going to buy it. You're just SOL. So I would highly recommend
fooling around.
spending a little bit of money and getting some of these stash tabs to help you in so many ways. Now, I've got one more thing I want to say about PoE 2, and it's not really a tip, so I ain't going to number it, but this is one of the best quality of life things they added to PoE 2, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is the best thing at all, overall that they added to PoE 2. Best feature that they added to PoE 2, in my opinion now, the best thing added to this game. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but you could not do this in PoE 1. Do you know how many times in PoE 1 I got killed in my menu, or I got killed for changing a piece of gear or looking at something? Well, that is no longer the issue. Check it out. You can pause the game. That is awesome. Check it out. You can go in your menu, change your gear around, change your skills around, and it'll come back. It pauses the game. Game pause. I never thought I'd be so excited about being able to pause a damn game. But here I am. All right, guys, that was all I got for you. If you liked it, you know what to do, baby. Drop some thumbs. Hit that like button. It would really help me out. And hey, come subscribe. Come join the Odie Nation. I'd love to have you guys. Peace out, baby. Yeah.